everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Marshall's Dolphins going up against Hopkins' Texans. So let's go now to Miami, Florida, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Texans, Dolphins, coming up here on EA Sports. Miami, Florida will be the site for today's matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them, how fired up they were. So if the coaches are that fired up, can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have a hard-hitting game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And Keyshawn Martin will be the one back deep here as he gets ready to field the opening kickoff. This game has officially begun. And a touchback. The offense is led by quarterback Ryan Mallett, a towering presence out of the University of Arkansas.
Well, we know he's tall. We've heard about the big arm and all those wonderful things about Ryan Mallett. But now it's time. You got the experience. You've sat around long enough to get it done on the football field. Let's find out if he can do it.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Looking long. Intercepted. He was a wide receiver his first 2 years at Texas A&M before being switched back to his original position of quarterback. Ryan Tannehill now ready to make his debut.
Well, he shows his athletic ability on the field, so you can understand why he can play wide receiver in college football. But what I like about him, what excites you about Ryan Tannehill, is the fact every year he physically is throwing the football better, and that's a big thing in this league.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
The Dolphins have it at the 29. Tannehill's running away from the pressure. Oh, and almost picked off that time. The running back to keep an eye on today is Lamar Miller.
I like Lamar Miller. Kind of slick, knows how to slither through those holes and get those extra yards. When he's healthy, he's been very productive.
Miller's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The Dolphins have it at the 29. And now Tannehill's going to take off. It's caught by Devontae Parker. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Tannehill's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Tannehill's on the move. Climbs the ladder, and he has it. What a job by the receiver, climbing the mountain and coming down with the reception.
Wow, climbing the mountain, that is a new one. What a good job. You're right. These wide receivers in the NFL now, they can go up and make unbelievable catches. And remember, you can't hit them until they come to the ground. That gives them a little more courage.
This play set up by the long gainer. And the give to Lamar Miller. Force it across for the touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Dolphins for the extra point. Driving extra point is good.
Tannehill certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards.
And this is Martin running it out.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38. T15. Mike 55. Mike 55.
First down at the 26. Garrett Graham takes the ball.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
And the quarterback gives it to Arian Foster.
The Dolphins defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Arian Foster lined up in the backfield. 3rd and 3. Foster's handed the football. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
If this last sequence is any indication, this defense is going to give that quarterback fits as this game goes along.
It was a good series for the defense, no question about it. They learned a lot there. Let's see if they can do it and do it more as the game goes along.
The Texans turned the ball over on downs.
Well, I love seeing plays like this, a fake punt when you throw the football and it doesn't work. Hey, it's easy to do these things in practice, but when you got to do it in the game, you can feel the pressure, you get tight, and sometimes you just cannot execute the play.
First down at the 32. That's a ball that should have been caught. Let's talk about this defense. At linebacker, he's had to come back from a couple of knee injuries. Brian Cushing.
Yeah, he's the pride of Bergen Catholic High School in the state of New Jersey. When healthy, of course, we know one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL.
Red, blue, 10.
2nd down and 10. Tannehill's going to scramble. Down the field and intercepted. Tackles made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Texans' offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that
And they get the sack.
Well, defensive tackles, so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fellow, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack.
Let's go. 188. 188.
Mallett's going to take off with it. Going for the deep ball. The pass is intercepted.
A great play by the defense, and now an opportunity to make that lead a little more comfortable before heading to the 2nd quarter, Phil.
Yeah, you know what they're doing, Jim? They're giving the team confidence, and when you get confident on the football field, you play fast and loose, and that's when you're at your best.
And it's batted down.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
2nd and 10. Tannehill's taking off. Marshall's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Now this early in the game to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20. This keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. The ball is fumbled. This one's going back the other way. Welcome back to the action. Today, it's been all about the defenses. The Texans offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense, bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
And Grimes is got it on the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Marshall's really been the centerpiece of this offense here in the first half as he gets out there now to start another drive.
Well, you know what? He is the star wide receiver. There's no doubt about that. And when you're the star wide receiver, what is the job of the offensive coordinator? Find ways to get him the football, and they have done that here today.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Miller's in the backfield. Single back set. Quick drop back. Tannehill's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. That's another reception given to.
Ryan Tannehill shows that he has a big arm too. Not only does he move around, throw with accuracy, he can throw with power. Right on the mark with that throw.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Texans team official. Ryan Mallett's injury appears to be related to the upper body. Trainers are saying it is a severe injury, but would not confirm what the injury is at this time.
The Dolphins snap it at the 41. Gains 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Dolphins break huddle and show a jumbo look. Underneath and incomplete that time.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Dolphins snap it at the 36. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Dolphins have tried to lean on the passing attack so far. Parker's been a favorite target, Phil.
He has. And listen, when you have that kind of talent on the outside, you got a quarterback that can put it on the money. The offensive line, they're having an outstanding day, too. It adds up to a lot of receiving yards.
Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. And it looks like their lead will be quite... And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The touchdown will stand. Dolphins for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Texans now have even more work to do to get back into this one. The score's 16-0. Martin's going to start his return. The Texans have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They are being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense.
Running room. First down coming up. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half.
Well, let's go.
First down at the 40. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Get ready. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Second down and 10. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
Well, let's go. 188.
Mallett's back in shotgun formation. Short's going to pull in the bullet pass. That's his first reception today.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
Foster in the backfield, single back set. First down at the 25. Mallett's on the move. It's intercepted. The Dolphins have impressed today with some of these deep passes. Tannehill's arm is one of the best in the league.
Long passes down the field that are completed. It's still one of the prettiest plays in all of sports. It just looks majestic, and man, has he been sharp today.
And with that pick, it looks like the first half will end just the way it started, with this defense dominating in all aspects.
This defense has some attitude, don't they? They play fast, they play hard, and they just dare you to throw the football. Well, the offense finally did it. They took a chance, and they paid for it.
And it's complete to Marshall. The Dolphins have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Marshall's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
The Dolphins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. That long gain sets them up here on this play. And now Tannehill's going to take off. But it's incomplete. A timeout charged to the offensive unit. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Ready for intermission. First, one more play. Deion Sims hauls it in. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. And as the first half comes to a close, we'll take a quick break before the beginning of the second half here in South Florida. The second half has officially started, and are we going to see a big-time comeback? The Texans defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Phil, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, let's toughen up and change things around.
Tannehill's running away from the pressure, and they can't connect.
Tannehill's able to get outside the pocket that time, and it's a good job getting outside the pocket, but there's nowhere to throw it. The pass is incomplete.
Miller's lined up in a single back formation. Tannehill's on the move. Looking long. What a catch down the middle of the field. Can you believe how vertical he got there?
I can believe it, Jim Nance. I can, because we see it so often. The receivers in the NFL are just unbelievable. We take these catches for granted, but that was a tremendous play.
Stills on the receiving end. And that's a gain of 9. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. It's Miller. Wilfork's in on the tackle.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
The Dolphins take it from the 28. Tannehill's going to scramble. Has space. Ball is out, and the defense has it. The Texans trail right now with all of these turnovers. Mallett's been a part of the problem today here, Phil.
I have to agree with you, Jim. He is the biggest problem of all. When the quarterback is not executing at a high level, it's hard for the football team to overcome that. Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Real tough starting spot here for the offense. Foster's lined up as the single back. To the ground. Jones, the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down, and they must be careful at this point. The Texans step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The catch by Hopkins. That's his third catch of the day. Wasting little time. 1st and 10. Mallett's going to take off with it. Looking to go deep. And they can't connect.
Nice job by the defensive backs. The quarterback buys the extra time. He gets outside of the pocket, but look at them. They stay right with the pass receivers. Nobody gets open. Quarterback has to throw it away.
2nd and 10. Launches it down the field. Grimes nearly comes away with the pick on that throw.
Well, but it's 3rd long. I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
The ball is spotted at the 49. The Texans approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Into the open.
Get ready. Blue guys wide.
The Texans snap it at the 36. Going deep. Intercepted. Tackles made.
Heading into the fourth, and this offense just wants to forget about this effort.
Yeah, Jim, that's the best thing you can do. Forget about what you did on that field today. Go back to practice next week. Start over and see if you can just play better in the next game.
Tannehill's taking off.
And Parker, a foot race to the end zone.
The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
We're getting late in this game, late third, and it's getting uglier by the moment, partner.
Yep, it's turned into that. I think it turned into an ugly game quite a while ago, Jim. And it's been dominating. They're just doing it in so many ways, and the opponents, they just have no answers.
Dolphins for the extra point.
Extra point was good.
The Texans have been flat out manhandled so far. Perhaps their special teams unit can change the momentum of this one. They need something to go their way. The score is 23-0. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Texans have seen this game just get away from him. As it continues to get worse, they've still got more than a quarter to play.
Well, look, it's been a good learning experience, and you realize how tough this game is. So learn what you're doing here in this last bit of the game and see if you can carry that over into your next contest.
And the catch is made by Griffin. That's his first reception today.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Mallett's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
The fourth quarter about to get underway, and there's not much left to do in this one other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, that's what you hope to do on the side. When you're winning a game like this, you want to run the clock out. And you know what, Jim? On the other side, they want that clock to run too, because they're just trying to find a way to get out of this game.
Got a big lane. That's a gain of 6.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Let's go. 188.
First down and 10. Has Andre Johnson.
Texans did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Get ready.
Second down and 2. Space to work. That picks up 11.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Mallett's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Pulls it in. That's his first reception today.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Powers his way across. Touchdown.
Ah, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
Get ready.
Intercepted.
Really good job by the defense that time, stopping a two-point conversion. because they do so many different things on the offensive side now in the NFL. I think when the two-point conversion comes up on defense, attack the offense.
Davis got it. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. When one quarterback plays well and the other doesn't, that can lead to a pretty one-sided affair like we've had here today.
Yeah, it has been one-sided, but look, there's always reasons why a quarterback plays well or doesn't, Jim. It truly is a team game on the offensive side, and the good numbers come from the offensive line that played well, and the bad numbers come from an offensive line that really struggled here today.
Tannehill's on the move, airing it out. He's picked off again. He's brought to a halt. This game has been out of hand for some time now, but the defense gives the offense one more chance to get some reps.
Yeah, they did that. It was a nice job. And I know you said the game is over right now, and I just say to the offense, how do you throw that interception in a time like this? Midway in the fourth, you got the game in hand. That
man intercepted. He's brought down. Midway through the fourth, and the mood on that sideline, Phil, has to be one of tremendous frustration as they throw the interception.
Absolutely, Jim. They have to be so disappointed. They had high hopes coming into this game. We talked to the coaches. They thought they would play well. Well, this is just one of those days when nothing went right for your side.
That's reception number 4 for him. The Dolphins have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Marshall's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
And he's taken down. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
Ready, go!
And now Tannehill's going to take off. Launching it deep. Marshall's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. First down at the 42. Greg Jennings makes the catch.
Tannehill selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
First and 10. Ball is out. A recovery by the defense.
Keep two hands on that ball. Quarterback didn't do it, so when he's hit, that football came flying out.
The Texans will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. The Texans have it at the 24. Going for the home run. And it's incomplete.
These NFL receivers are so fast that you just got to get rid of that football and let it go. That time the quarterback waits a little too long and he underthrows the receiver down the field.
Foster takes his spot in the backfield. Second down and 10. Mallett running away from the pressure. Gains 17. Third catch today so far. First down here. Going to the hurry up. Under a minute to go here. Mallett's on the move. Never too late. That's a touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
And they will not convert here on the two-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. The Texans in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The Dolphins will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to want to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it with a lot of hard work, and I got it done. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Tannehill's going to scramble, and it's knocked down. The Dolphins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. Quickly now, spikes it. This is 3rd down. The Dolphins come out with a split backfield. Stops the clock on the spike. Sturgis will line up for the field goal try. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. Phil, that's a field goal that all but clinches it.
Yeah, it did, Jim. And listen, it's been an exciting day and a good day for the offense. And how appropriate that field goal drive. It just gave them the victory.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Texans come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and what you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance and throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about. Don't fumble the ball if you get the ball in your hands as a runner or a receiver, and just get this game over with.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's McCoy's Bills going up against Jackson's Rams. With that, let's send you up to snowy Orchard Park, where we say hello to our commentators, Jim Nance and Phil Simms. Gentlemen.
Rams, Bills, and the snow shows no signs of stopping as we get set for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, the weather looks like it'll be a real test out there for these teams today.
Jim, there's no doubt it's going to be a factor here in today's game. My eye is going to be on the coaches. Are they going to be stubborn and stick to the game plan? Or are they going to be willing to change, which I think they need to do because of this weather? If they don't change, you could be in for a lot of trouble.
The Rams ready to get this action started. The Bills are ready to run back this kick. We're underway here. McKelvin on the return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The starting quarterback is the man from Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
You know, Jim, when you talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'll say this about him. He is a risk taker. And sometimes, well, a lot of times in the NFL, that gets you in big trouble.
The Bills will take the snap from the 30. Fitzpatrick's going to take off with it. He's got a little bit of daylight here. And he'll step out.
Nice awareness that time by the quarterback. Sometimes when you drop back, don't be too stubborn. Stand in that pocket and take a hit. If you have to run, take off. He gets it done that time and picks up a first down.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Ready!
Got a big lane. Coming to the line at the 39. It's a two tight end formation. First down at the 39. Fitzpatrick's taking off. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Fitzpatrick's just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Ready!
First down at the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Fitzpatrick's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
First and goal from the 6. Fitzpatrick's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And gains maybe 4. Charles Clay is a versatile presence for this offense.
Yeah, Charles Clay, big play Clay. They like him because he can move around, do a lot of things. Play inside, play outside. He is tough to cover.
Second and goal from the 2. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. One of the most active players on the field today, we expect, will be linebacker James Laurinaitis.
Well, today will be nothing different from what we see every single week from Laurinaitis. He just is active, can make plays, and very smart.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
3rd and goal to go from the 2. Fitzpatrick's on the move. A first drive and a first touchdown.
Anytime, Jim, it's 3rd and goal, you've got to decide, what are we going to do? Well, this time the offense, nice design. They throw the football, and the quarterback puts it right on the money for the touchdown pass.
The Bills now ready to kick the football down the field.
Austin's running this one out. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Davis heading out now for his first series. The Rams have it at the 29.
Wants to go deep.
Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
What must it be like to be able to go down there and make a play like that? How about it? One-handed catch. That was special.
The snap will come at the 33.
Get ready.
Now 1st and 10. Makes the catch in open space.
Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
1st down at the 17. Jackson's going to secure the handoff. Touchdown! What a run!
Touchdown.
And that touchdown, Phil, here late in the 1st, ties the game.
Yeah, it ties it up, and it gets them out of a little hole, and, of course, it gives the offense a lot of confidence. And on the defensive side, they have struggled early, but maybe they can start to pick things up.
The Rams have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. The point after try is in the books.
And Davis is going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air.
Bush has got it on the return. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Bills coming back onto the field to start this drive after what was really sort of a textbook touchdown drive the last time they had the ball in their hands.
Yeah, let's give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They were awesome. They did everything well. Usually you have an offensive line can only do one of the two things well, run block or pass block. This one, they do them both well. That's why they had so much success on that last drive.
Quarterback running around and extending the play. What an incredible effort that ends up with a long completion.
Beautiful job, Jim, that time by the quarterback. Defenses are so fast, it's hard to get outside and run around, but he knows he has to get rid of the football and arcs it down the field and puts it right on target.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Throw. The pass is intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Back here, ready to start the second quarter, and a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think it's going to, we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
Tough catch. Britt's taken down at the 40.
Well, there's no substitute for talent, and that time we saw a lot of talent from the quarterback throwing it down the field, and what a good job of the wide receiver making the catch.
Davis 3 for 3 with that completion.
Let's go. Brad, 38.
1st down at the 40. And he's forced to the ground.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Well, let's go. Get ready.
Davis is running away from the pressure. Leaps in the air and has it.
Davis is able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Davis now completed 4 in a row. Scrambling out of the pocket. The Rams get a first down. That's reception number 2 for him.
Davis is able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
Double tight end formation. 1st and 10. Davis on the move. It's intercepted. Williams not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The defense has done its job and given the offense the chance to take the lead before we reach halftime.
Yeah, that's what you like sometimes. You like to get momentum on your side. The defense makes the play. Now the offense has a little freedom. They can go out here and take a chance, and if you take the right chance, that'll lead to points.
Almost intercepted.
That's what you have to do as a defensive back. You got to wait to the last second. Wait till the receiver uses his hands, and once they go up, put your hand in between them and knock that football down. What a play.
Set. Move, 45.
2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick's going to scramble. Wow, what a catch.
How about that play by the quarterback? Gets outside the pocket, keeps his eyes on the wide receivers deep, and throws a beautiful pass for the completion.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Welcome back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning. First down at the 45. Fitzpatrick's going to take off with it. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Bills now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Bills defense will now be ready to get on the field. Their offense moved the ball over 80 yards on that last drive. Really no answer for them on what was a very impressive drive. Jackson's on his way back out there, and his typical contributions have been absent from this offense for the better part of this first half.
I'll admit the defense is playing spectacular. They are all over the place. They're aggressive. They're fast. So the offense has to counter. Maybe do some counter runs.
Intercepted! The Bills have gone up top all day, Phil. Fitzpatrick's been dropping back and airing it out.
He's had the time to air that football out, and what we are seeing, the speed of this offense. And speed, what does it do? It can get down the field behind the defense, and they are making big plays. Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down at the 35. Fitzpatrick's taking off. Down the field. And it's incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Fitzpatrick's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense, to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
The Bills will take the snap from the 35. Fitzpatrick's on the move. What a catch. The Bills are up right now, Phil. And that's at least partly due to the play of their quarterback. Fitzpatrick's been in rhythm so far today.
He has been in rhythm. He is hot. Some days, Jim, when you warm up, you know you have it, and that's what happened to this guy today. When he was warming up, he had it, and he has it in the game.
That's a gain of 6.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line.
Second down and 4. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's his first reception today.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Fitzpatrick's completion percentage, 60% on the day. And they deck the quarterback. The Bills signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. A short field goal try on the way. The kick is through for 3. And that will close out the first half from Western New York. And we'll take a short break for halftime before returning for the 3rd quarter.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's get ready now to take a look back at the first half. The Bills are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Rams just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. 3rd down from inside the 30. Felton's going to haul in the pass over the middle. And after the short pass, he'll score. The Bills up now by 7. Later on the drive, Jackson's going to stay up the middle, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. We're brand new at 7. 1st and 10, Craggs deep downfield where he'll make the catch, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. Bills would later throw a pick on the drive. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Williams, this is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Fitzpatrick's going to find his mark. After the long pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a touchdown.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the 3rd quarter underway as these teams take the field. They'll take it at the 20. The Rams just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient and get the job done. Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
1st down and 10. And Davis is running away from the pressure. No one's going to get him now. Going to take it home for the touchdown. And it hasn't taken them long to get back into this game here in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to give them credit for getting back into this game, but also, how about the opponents? I think they went in at halftime. They were satisfied. They sat on their laurels, and look what happened. Now they're in a close contest.
The Rams lined up for the extra point.
Extra point is good. The Bills are about to have the football kicked their way. Their lead has been trimmed. The score's 17-14.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff.
Bush has got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Rams defense starts this series knowing the last time they were out here, they allowed a field goal.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for them, and I know the coaches were upset. I was watching them on the sideline yelling at a few guys, so I expect a better effort this time out.
Fitzpatrick's on the move.
Could have been intercepted.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
McCoy, solo back set. The Bills take it from the 28. Fitzpatrick's going to scramble.
Hauls it in. What a call and what a catch.
That's his third catch of the day.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Fitzpatrick's completion percentage, 60% on the day. 1st and 10. The Bills now move the chains.
The Bills offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
McCoy lines up in the backfield.
Staying with the passing game on first down.
Fitzpatrick's going to take off with it. Robert Woods with the reception.
2nd down here. No time to waste. They hurry to the line.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter. McCoy up the middle.
McCoy is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
3rd down now.
Fitzpatrick's taking off.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
1st and goal from the 5. McCoy is power surge. Touchdown. Those points may have made the lead insurmountable with just over a quarter to play.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes you get in a situation like this. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just think about going out and executing one play at a time. And you hope if you do that somewhere in the 4th quarter, you can find a way to get back into this game.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Rams offense would like to drive for another touchdown, only they would like to think that this time it won't go to waste and their defense might step up at some point here, Phil.
Well, all they can do is just go out there and score again. Don't worry about your defense. Don't start thinking about that. Worry about your job, what you're doing on the offensive side, because what you have been doing has been terrific.
Williams is there to take him down.
Two tight ends on the field here.
Davis now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Has the catch. Mark him down for another reception.
Well, we see this more and more in the NFL, don't we, Jim? Quarterbacks who move around just enough. That time he gets outside the pocket and does a beautiful job of completing a deep pass down the field.
Davis's completion percentage, 80% on the day.
Touchdown and drawing close.
We have more than a quarter to go, Phil, and that touchdown has certainly lifted their spirits and given them hope that they could still win the game.
It just changes everything here, man. I'm telling you, we're sitting here thinking maybe the game is over, but hold on there, big boy. There's a lot more that's going to happen in this game before it's over.
And the extra point is good. The Rams setting up for the kickoff. Bush has got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Bills come out in a jumbo set.
Great pass, great catch, great control.
The Bills have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Fitzpatrick's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today, very smart, making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
He's got a wide open alley. Gains 11.
Coming to the line at the 46. Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. Hayes hunts him down and makes him pay.
I don't know what the quarterback was looking at. He had to know the defense was blitzing that time. Doesn't make a quick enough decision, and the defense gets there and gets the sack.
Fitzpatrick's on the move. And it's swatted away.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
McCoy's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Fitzpatrick's running away from the pressure. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Rams ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last two possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
Hurry up, 2-minute offense.
Let's go.
They're going back up top. Davis on the move. And they can't connect.
That's why you like defenders who are good. About coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
This will be 2nd down. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
And it's batted down.
when you get in a situation like this as a quarterback, it's in the second half, it's 3rd and long, you're losing a close game, it's up to you to make the right decision. Don't force the issue. If it's not there, throw it short or throw it away.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
The Rams will take the snap from the 45. Davis gonna scramble.
He's got some daylight. Steps out of bounds.
The Rams just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Let's go.
This is a time where the quarterback has to manage the defense gets the sack.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock.
Heaving it down the field. And intercepted. The Bills seemingly had everything going early with the passing game, but it's been a big change since. Fitzpatrick's tried to adjust to the defense, but it hasn't worked out.
Well, he's tried, but listen, there's nothing he can do about the offensive line. It's not been as sharp, and I'll tell you what, when an offensive line is not sharp, our quarterback's going to lose confidence.
Looking to go down the field here.
What an amazing effort by the receiver to strip him of the interception.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. 2nd down and 10.
Fitzpatrick's going to take off with it. Makes the play. 2 minutes remaining in the game. We're back now out of the 2-minute warning. And if the offense can just hold on to the football, they will win the game. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Fitzpatrick's taking off. Looking long. On target. That's 5 receptions on the day.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score. What a decision by the coach.
Power surge for 6. Touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
It's good. The Rams are ready to return the kick. They're setting up the return.
Well, a lot of good things happened on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well.
1st down at the 48. Down the field. And Graham can't quite hold on to it for the pick. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
Heat's churning ahead. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. That's his 4th catch of the day.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
And Davis, his completion percentage, 60% on the day. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete.
Davis is athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
Just about a minute left. It would take a miracle to pull this one out. Davis now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. McKelvin very nearly had the pick on that pass. On 3rd and long, they'll be in 4-down territory here. The Rams need to get to the 19 to pick up a first down. The Rams have it at the 29. Darius has the sack. The coach is going to go for it. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. The Rams take it from the 38. Davis is on the move. Looking long. The Rams turned the ball over on downs. They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw.
Fitzpatrick's running away from the pressure. One-handed grab. The Bills call a timeout. Their first. McCoy's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Back to the air here on 1st down. Fitzpatrick's on the move.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Bills will take the snap from the 25. Fitzpatrick's gonna scramble. That's a gain of 6.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.